Hi, my name is Renato Quintero, also known as Reiq or Reiq online, and today I want to show you another sketchbook that I have. I haven't completed this sketchbook, but I have a lot of work spread around in different books, so I'll be sharing sketches from this book, from this one, and another one that I have. And also I'll be sharing some of the drawings that I have done in single pages like this one. So I have done a lot of drawings with marker paper, so I have a lot of pages like floating around in my house, so I thought about including those in the video. I hope you like what I have. I have mostly some loose sketches and some concepts of possible posters, also thumbnails and studies, and also in this video I'll be skipping some of the more hardcore illustrations, and you can find those sketches on my Patreon, so feel free to check out my Patreon for that version of the video. And that's it. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the sketches that I have done so far. And if you want to get some of the sketches that I have done in the past, you can get my 2 sketchbooks that I have, and those are filled with a bunch of sketches and drawings that I've done. So anyway, thank you very much for the support. Thank you very much for those who have been following me on YouTube, on Patreon, and on all the platforms online. I'm really grateful for that. And stay tuned because I'm gonna be doing more videos, more tutorials. So hope you like the video. If you have any questions, please let me know, and see you next time. Hi guys, today I'm gonna start with this sketchbook here. This is a Japanese sketchbook that I bought in San Jose. It's a pretty nice material, soft pages. And I have a few ideas, sketches of compositions and stuff that I wanted to do for a possible Overwatch poster, which at the end I ended up doing with Tracer, Widowmaker, and Diva. But these were some of the ideas that I have with more action-packed, kind of a lot of motion. And I might use this idea later, but this is what I had. Also, I did something cute that I wanted to explore with the characters instead of fighting or anything. Just wanted to do something cool. This is the Salja with the Widowmaker suit. Some fun sketches that I like to do. This is not mine, but I like it. This is from Alex Ahad from Schoolgirls. It was a drawing here, so that was pretty cool. We sometimes exchange drawings and stuff like that. And more stuff. This is Wisdom, some crazy stuff that I like to draw. Practicing some Symmetra faces, and then making some fun with the faces and expressions with Symmetra. So I thought it was pretty cool. I like her a lot, she's pretty nice. And some card drawings, some Widowmaker that I did a while ago while chatting with some friends. And this is the idea thumbnail that I had for a Jessica Rabbit that I finished, and it's done. I have to color it though. Here, more practices and doodles and stuff like that I do. And yeah, like for Superman, some quick doodles. And I also did here is the original sketch for the Overwatch piece I did a while ago, a few months ago. And this is where I did the drawing. I used some markers and I did some inking, and then I based on that I based a print that I did recently. So that's what I have on this one. Next. Okay, and this is another sketchbook that I have, and here I have some more sketches and illustrations that I have done in the past. I have a lot of studies, head studies. I have horses, stuff I've done with friends and stuff. This is some live drawing sessions that I have done in the past. This is a drawing that I did from my mind that I like. And this is all from the live drawing. I usually don't draw my sketchbook when I'm doing live drawing, but I I use it this time. Also have some sketches and some figures. And as you can see, I draw like all over the place, like everywhere I draw. And I have some ideas, some concepts for a manga that I'm doing. This is more like a crazy ideas, doodle pages, some tiny designs. This is from the character I want to do for my manga. This is some erotic hentai pages. This is Laura Matsuda, and yeah, some Queen Peach there, having a good time. This is some crazy stuff that I like to draw once in a while. So I draw like both. I like to draw like characters or funny things, and then I change it to something more hardcore, something more fun. This is another sketch that I did. This is my character Candela, and this is Velvet, both of them. Really hardcore and fun to draw. There is some ideas for it. And League of Legends hentai piece that I did. It's a Widowmaker in markers. Widowmaker markers. And if I go all the way back here, I have the drawings that I have done. Ideas, writing, mostly ideas for a possible manga I'm planning to do. This is when I got the first idea, and I started like drawing a lot of like robots and concepts and designs, because I really want to have that a little bit of a knowledge about mechanical design, so I went there. And I did some compositions from some illustrations that I did. This is for the Harley Quinn piece. So I do some small thumbnails for composition and for placing ideas. Even though it's not completely finished, I have a good idea of what I'm looking for in this. And it's more like a note, you know. You have like a squeak doodle. It reminds you the idea that you had at the time. This is another sketch that I did. I did this in the airplane, and they were pretty fun to do. I have all the ideas with the character flying and doing other things, but this is the one I rendered in the motorbike. And all of these are like developing the material. This is not mine, but this is some of the faces and explorations that I'm looking for the character. This is not mine, it's a friend of mine. And that's a friend of mine. And some crazy things like this lady robot, or a nice mermaid. Some studies from some statues in a museum. Then I got some work that I have to finish. Some cute Widowmaker, pretty sexy one. And my friend and my dog. Well, not my dog, my dog friend, my friend dog. And of course more designs and explorations. I need to fill this book with more explorations and design for sure. But this is what I have so far. And this is a present for a friend. I did a cute drawing for her. Okay, another sketchbook that I have here. As the other one, I have a lot of research and a lot of doodles that I do. Things that come to my mind, ideas and exploration. I got some hand studies that I did for a tutorial for a magazine, and I was doing a bunch of hands, trying to study, trying to understand, and to have like a material to base my tutorial on. Drawing some feet, some legs that I use on the tutorial. I also have a bunch of like doodles, hentai doodles, and some cool robots and designs that I have that I like to, you know, explore and do and draw. I draw some people, I draw some like crazy mech, girly mech. And sometimes I draw like upside down. And this one is again for Gilly Girls that I did. You can find the light art here on Patreon. More hentai illustrations for my recent updates, and I did most of them here on my sketchbook, and then I took them and then finished them all later on. So I did this lovely picture of Mercy as well here on this sketchbook. I wanted to try to see how was the marker reaction to this kind of paper, and it was pretty good, although it bleed a little bit, but the final result is really awesome. Like the coloring wise, the colors are really bright and they pop a lot. So I'm looking forward to do more marker drawings like this. I had a lot of time, a lot of fun with this. And I also did a series of drawing for a client, so I have to do 10 drawings, and all the characters were already designed. So I went with the design of the characters, and I started doing some kind of like single illustrations of each one. And these are the ones that I did. I tried to do all these on the same sketchbook, so I have them together in one book. And also I like the material was pretty fun. So I jump here a little bit. I have this cowboy girl. And these were fun because I have to like figure out the whole proportion and the whole thing in the drawing, in the page. But then later in the computer, I change it and arrange it again, and I change the whole design. Well, sorry, I didn't change the whole design, I changed some of the proportions a little bit, but it was a challenge to plan it all in the page, and sometimes I'm working almost on the edge of the page. Because of the drawing, you have to be careful when you're drawing a page, not to make it like too small, sorry, not make it too big or way too in the upper area or in the lower area, because then you will be missing some paper, and that happens to me a lot. It's hard to plan, but for example, this one was a good example of how I managed to have the whole drawing together. And even then, I have to, like in Photoshop, extend the legs and do some changes. But these were like really fun because I could go outside and then draw them all. And this is another one I did. It looks like Mercy, but it's not Mercy. And the ink work that I did on these drawings were really fun. I think it's a good experimental way for like a possible manga comic story, to have the inking skills ready for that. And also I did this mechanical drawing, this mech, and as you can see, all the drawings and all the doodles that I'm doing is helping me to improve my mechanical designs and rendering too. Also did another version of it, like jumping in the air and doing like an attack or falling or something like that. And this was really fun too. If you can see there, it has a lot of details there. This is for a drawing that I did that actually I didn't like it much. The proportions were wrong, but I fixed it on the computer. But this is for Stefania Ferrario, which is a fucking hot model. And this is Jon Snow female version. This is Jon Snow, or Joanna Snow. And this is for Patreon. Somebody requested this on Patreon, and I did. I changed the face and all that. If you see the original, like digital one, you will see how this face looks less as a dog. Because in this drawing, when I did it, it ended up looking more like a dog than a wolf. So I have to go and change it. Also the birds and all that. But I like the overall feeling and vibe of the piece. And in the computer, obviously, I managed to enhance it. These are some character drawings that I do for designing. So I have certain poses that I have here, and based on this body base, I can draw on digital all the designs on top of the body, so I don't have to draw the body again and again and again. So it's a good technique if you are exploring designs. You know the proportions already, so then you have a drawing like that, and then you can design on top of it. So it's pretty cool. Let me see what else I have. Some markers. Have some crazy gals. Have some hentai hardcore stuff. I posted this there and on Patreon. Some more sexy hardcore stuff. And this is the drawing I did for the 40k Instagram followers. Kinda cute, a little bit messy, but in the computer I fix it. But the computer is your savior, okay? And that's it. I think that's what I have here on this sketchbook. I don't think I have anything else. And yeah, let's move to another one. And of course, I would like to show you some of the drawings that I do that are not on the sketchbook itself. Because I like to draw, and I have a lot of marker paper, and I draw a lot of like drawings on these. And I have a bunch of paper like this floating everywhere in my house. These are concepts for an environment for the manga. You have to design the environment and all that, so that's cool. And this is another pages of doodles and different kind of designs that I'm doing, you know, and having the ideas out there, even if it's really loose, it's okay. I like how this one came out. So it's good to explore and quickly. Same with this is make designs that I did. Also, I have more make designs that I did for a class, vehicle and make design class that I did. So these were really fun to do, and because I don't do this so much. Also, I did this. This is McCree from Overwatch, was as a female version, and this was really fun to draw. I have to scan this, so let's put that over there. More robot and mech designs that I did. These marker spots are for like researching shapes and stuff like that. So I did some random shapes, and then I created the mech on top of that. Same as I did with these. These are more female robot, futuristic, and somehow, yeah, kind of simple shapes and fun. You can find all of these sketches, or most of them, on my Patreon. This is another like version of that one that I did. These are really fun to explore. Even if it's something that you're not gonna use for something specific or full illustration, it's cool to figure out different designs and then have some practice of this. So yeah, that's what I do. A lot of like drawings on individual papers.
Well guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video. I hope you have enjoyed all the sketches and doodles that I did. And as I usually remind, make sure to check all my social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and obviously my shop and my Patreon, where I have a lot of cool work, videos, and a lot of content. So thank you very much for joining again in this video, and see you next time. Thank you very much for your support. Goodbye.